Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Rituparna and I am here with a new video on General Physiology. Today's topic of the day is cell membrane, molecular structure and its functions. The phospholipid bilayer part of the cell membrane has been discussed. As I have already told that there are 3 macromolecules out of which proteins are maximum. So now we will be discussing about the proteins in the cell membrane. So we get 2 types of proteins. The first type is the integral proteins. The second type is peripheral proteins. Right? Basically, the cell membranes have maximum amount of proteins. So among these maximum types of proteins, the proteins which are tightly bound with the surrounding lipids so that they cannot be easily dislodged from the membrane. This type of proteins are integral proteins. This type of proteins are integral proteins. On the other hand, the proteins which lie at the outer or inner surfaces of the cell membrane and are linked with the integral proteins. These proteins are the peripheral proteins. Right? Now, the integral proteins, they act as signal transduction. They can also act as ion channels. On the other hand, the peripheral proteins, they help in structural support and enhance the cell motility. So, this is about the proteins of the cell membrane, right? So, the model of the cell membrane is also known as fluid mosaic model. So, fluid basically consisting of the phospholipids and mosaic, it is constituted by the proteins, and hence the model name is fluid mosaic model, given by Singer and Nicholson. Not only there are 2 types of proteins that we have discussed as integral and peripheral proteins, we get different types of proteins which function differently, such as some proteins may function as ion channels. Some proteins may function as carriers, such as glucose transporters. Some proteins can also act as pumps. For example, sodium, potassium, ATPase pump. The other functions can be cell adhesion molecules, which in short we can call as CAMs. Some proteins can also act as receptors. Some proteins have a role as hormones, and that's why many hormones can be known as protein hormones. And some proteins can mark cells and can act as cell markers, and they can act as cell markers. So these are different types of proteins. Some of the proteins can also undergo mutations. So the first protein which can undergo mutation, spectrin. The second, ankyrin. And the third, dystrophin. So what can be leading when there will be mutation in these proteins? Spectrin. If it is mutated, there will be change in shape of RBCs, and it will cause hereditary elliptocytosis. If there is mutation in ampidine, then again there will be change in shape of RBCs, which will lead to increased destruction of RBCs by splenic macrophages, which will lead to hemolytic anemia, and this will cause hereditary spherocytosis. Mutation in the dystrophin protein will lead to Duchenne's muscular dystrophy. So if you like the video, then please share my video, put a comment, let me know your feedback, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you. We will soon meet in my next video.